Hey, everyone. It's Jennifer with DP Addiction Adventures, and it's Saturday, not Friday, because I took last night off. Now, I know there's a couple other people going live right now, but I appreciate you being here. If you can't make it, do hashtag replay because we have some fun. Well, I have a funny story tonight to share about me and the animal kingdom you will not want to miss. We also are going to share the Facebook group who has the whips for the up and coming or for this week 4. So if you haven't, go over to Creative Craft Addictions, find the final week post. And it doesn't mean it has to be completed, but that's just your whip for week 4. Put that in the comments because we will be showing that probably in about 10 to 15 minutes. Rich, hello, fellow weirdos. Hey, Grams for top. Good to see you. Hey, Cubby Art. Ooh, Koopy Kai Art. My brain is malfunctioning. This is why I did not go live last night. Dawn, good to see you. Raccoon Eyes, so glad you're here. Hey, Amber Fisher, great to see you. Momo's in the house. Hey, Billy, so good to see you. Linda and Courtney and Sarah. Hey, William, I'm glad you are here. And Muttnuts, so glad you're here too. Roslyn, good to see you. Lisa, good to see you. So yes, we are going to have a fantastic end to this hashtag Get Your Weird On 2025. So I am going to bring on my guest, make sure she gives me a thumbs up first because I surprised her last time. All right, here we go.
Hi.
Hey, Ashley.
Hi, everyone.
Oh
Hello.
my goodness. Look at that bird.
I know, it's so much fun. I am having the best time working on this painting. So that's what you guys are looking at today.
Yes, and you stepped out your comfort zone and picked out some bling, didn't you?
I did. Do you guys want to see it?
Yes. Yes.
So, first thing I blinged on this guy is I decided to like jump around the painting a little bit, and I'm gonna like mess with my bling a little bit. So let me move this light. I'm gonna actually just turn it off because there's a slight glare. Okay, and try to zoom in, and hopefully it picks it up. Okay.
Here, let me work on getting you to be the star. There you go.
Obviously I haven't blinged anything really extra except for that one owl painting we did together. I don't remember what it was, but this is my first one, but it was important to me because this painting came out with DAC before they had their like fairy dust drills. So it just has a few ABs. So it was important to me to find extra blingy drills to give it its glory, so
absolutely.
When I picked them out, I knew I wanted to bling each bird a little bit. So I just picked them out. So like this is the AB jellies. Those were the ABs that came with it. And my new favorite special drill are the metallics. I think they're so freaking neat. Seriously.
That's why I'm in love with metallics. I have like a whole drawer full of metallics.
See, I didn't have any extra bling. Hardly at all. I have a really sad female stash, okay? But
that's okay. You're going to get there one painting at a time. That's how I did it.
And I did accidentally buy big S for S, so I don't know what I'm going to do for this, but I missed the part where it said big, okay? But it was metallic spearmint.
Love that.
And this is the sparklers for squares aqua. That's going to go in one of the birds. This painting is filled with a lot of these reds. So like the red dots in this bird are these glitter drills or pixie dust drills.
Lovin'.
And then black ghost. So you know the sign at the top that says send help?
Yes.
It's over here. See that sign right there? It says send help right under the hot air balloon. I'm going to do that in the black ghost, like the word. And then I got this for the whip. It is magic gold. S for S. And then I don't know what I'm doing with these, but this is crystal confetti.
I love the confetti crystals.
Yeah, it's like there's like glitter inside, and then depending on whatever angle you look at it, it just looks different. And so that's probably going to go in the mama bird. And then I got some pearls that are in there that's going in her pearl necklace.
Wonderful. You picked out some good stuff.
Yeah,
I
thought
like
so.
it.
Yep, it's going to come along great.
And you have a variety.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, hi, everyone who just said hi. I missed you. Sorry. Hi.
Yes. Hey, Spunky Red. And hey, Sue. Good to see you. Rhonda's in the house. Dip in time. Hey, Dip. So absolutely. Let me go back to, I need to get new batteries for my mouse. Let me do this. Oh, I'm no longer first. You're first. There we go. Oh, great. Oh, now I'm first. There we go.
Okay, we can trade spots. That's fine.
I don't care. I just have that little fun. So I'm getting there. So right now I have the eyes to do, his nose, the ring, and this other part. I am working on this side right now, but he's doing good. He's doing good.
You look great. You go so much faster than me.
I have not worked on this in forever.
Yeah. It's okay. You've had some hectic few days.
Yes, and we're going to share what's been going on because I have a funny story to share. Hi, Matt. Good to see you. Thank you for remembering. So this week has been hell in a handbasket. Oh my gosh. Every night I come home and I just want to cry from work. And so I've been cooking and trying to relax and do different things. Hey, Rebecca, good to see you. So Thursday, the day was really, really long, and my client, who is not doing well, decided to go into an episode and ended up throwing a TV on another youth.
Oh my gosh.
And we had to call the police, and then they showed up, and then my client went to the ER to be assessed for his mental state, but then all of these different things. So I get to my daughter's soccer game late, and while I'm on, hey, leopards, good to see you. While I'm at the soccer game, I'm getting I have to call the hospital. I have to call this other place that does the assessments. I'm doing all these things behind the bleachers at the soccer game while my daughter's playing. So then everything calms down. My daughter ends up winning her game. Woo woo! Clean sheet. Great job. So we get home, and when we get home, our dog needs to be let out because she gets super excited and will pee unless you take her out right away. So as soon as we get home, we go, hey, let's go outside. Let's go outside. And she goes to the back door, and we let her out. And the minute I let her out, she takes off.
Uh-oh.
And usually when that happens, and we have a small backyard, usually when that happens, that means there's a silly possum outside, and she attacks these possums. She dove off the back porch, and there's a cat in our backyard, and she attacks the cat and throws it against the garage. And she has this cat in her mouth, and she's growling, and she's shaking it. I'm freaking out. And I realized I thought it was a raccoon at first because of how the tail looked. And I'm freaking out. I call for my husband, and I realize it's our neighbor who has been feeding these feral cats. And the cats think that our backyard is their second home. And this is the same cat that she chased out of our yard and ripped her knee up and cost us $5,000 to $6,000. So I don't want any ill will on cats, right? So my husband comes out and he grabs the snow shovel, and he's not going to hit anybody. So fair warning, he's not hitting anything, but he's like, stop it, stop it. And he like ends up getting the snow shovel between them. And our dog lets go of the cat, but the cat has grabbed onto our dog with its claws because it's scared to death. So our dog is trying to run back into the house while the cat is on its side like a cape. And we're like, no, don't bring this cat in. So my husband ends up being able gently with the shovel to separate the two of them. And our dog runs inside and she's like whining and whining, and the cat looks injured. And I'm like, oh my gosh, now what are we going to do? Are we going to have to take this cat to the vet? Like, what's going on? Because, like, I have a place in my heart for animals. Just because it's not mine doesn't mean I want any ill will on this animal. And it's going in circles and walking around like it's drunk. And I was like, great, my dog did this. So it's a stray cat, but the next door neighbors kind of call it its own cat. So what would you do, Ashley?
You don't want to know.
I don't.
That cat would be coming to live with me probably. If I thought, I don't know. If I thought
That looked like it had rabies, though.
Oh, I don't know. I'm extra like cat friendly.
But my dog just attacked that cat. The cat cannot live in her house.
Okay, if I thought that the cat had a home, like even the next door neighbors who basically took it in, I would be knocking on their door being like, hey, here's your cat. Happy birthday.
Exactly. So I went over to my next door neighbors and I knocked on their door because their car is there. Now, this is the neighbor who is drunk all the time. The police get called on him all the time. It's not a very nice neighbor. So I'm knocking on the neighbor's door and nobody is answering and nobody's answering. And I'm like, okay. So I walk over to my neighbor's neighbor, who are good friends of ours, and they answer the door and they said, oh no, your dog didn't hurt that cat. That cat has been dying for the last day. And it has been in our backyard for hours. We put it in the front yard of the neighbor. Evidently, it ended up back in your yard, and we think it has rabies. I'm like, great. So now is my dog going to have rabies? Like, how do we get this cat out of our backyard? I'm not putting a rabie cat into my car to take to the vet. Like, what am I supposed to do with this? And also, I don't want the cat to like suffer. So if the cat's been suffering all day, like what? No. So we're calling around, and this is 9:15 at night. And we call animal control and they are like, we don't do cats. So we call the vet, who then sent, because our vet has an urgent care till 10. And so our vet, I think, transferred us to another hospital that's open 24/7. And they said, well, bring it in, and it's not your cat, but like, we won't charge you anything. Just bring it in.
Mm-hmm.
But then we're like, okay, our dog just got attacked and we came in and now she's bleeding. Like, she had scratches and the cat where its claws were had poked holes. And I'm just like, great. And our dog's like whining and not herself. And I'm just like, what's going on? So we call our vet back again. They're like, yeah, go ahead and bring her in and we'll give her a rabies shot. So I, at 9:30 at night, am like driving to the vet to pay $150 to get our dog a rabies shot. My husband is on the phone with our brother-in-law, who is going to bring a cat carrier, because they are a cat family, a cat carrier so they can gently get the cat in the carrier, and he's going to take him to the cat hospital. And my daughter walks through the door from the soccer game because she drove separate and went and picked up dinner, and she's like, what happens whenever I leave the house?
What chaos did I walk into?
Crazy. And then she's like, if that cat gave my dog rabies, I'm suing the neighbors. She's already ripped out her knee, and now I was like, Lydia, calm down. It's okay. It's okay. So I think our angst was not at the cat. Our angst was at our neighbor. So our dog got the shot. They checked out all her scratches and everything, and they said, she looks okay, but bring her back if she's not coming, acting normal anytime soon. Meanwhile, my brother-in-law goes to the cat hospital, and the cat hospital's like, oh, well, whoever answered the phone told you wrong. And we're like, we're not paying for this cat. We don't have any money. We just paid for our dog. And so anyway, they did some tests on it, and the cat ended up having it was dying. There was no helping it, like even if we had all the money in the world. And so it had an upper respiratory and something else, and FIV, and it was just on its last couple hours. So they made sure it was comfortable and took care of things. And then yesterday, our dog was limping all day. And so my husband gave her pain medication because she's still healing from her surgery. And then the vet said that the rabies shot, because she already was up to standard on her shots, this is kind of like a booster, would act similar to how we act with COVID or the flu. And so she just would not move. She found a corner in the house that she never lays in and just stayed there all day. And she wouldn't drink and she wouldn't eat. And I was freaking out. But then my husband told me he had given her pain meds that she had left over from her surgery because she was limping. And so I was like, oh, that makes me feel better because she's just drugged. She's not dying. So today she's much better. She's not limping, and she's eating and she's drinking. She's still sore and kind of acting sickly, but we think that's just the end of the shot. And my heart feels for the cat, but at least the cat got cared for at the end and didn't have to suffer. But I don't know, that I'm just I'm really sorry if that affected anyone, but I was really wanting to make sure this animal was taken care of in a good way, right? I didn't want to leave this animal just because it was a stray or just because it wasn't mine. Like that, to me, I don't know. I couldn't do that. I needed to help this animal.
I think you did right. And I think that, like, if it did have upper respiratory, that's very slow for animals. And I know that firsthand. We had some sick cats, and there's only so much you can do because, like she said, it's hundreds of dollars, and that's just diagnostic.
Yeah.
That's like telling you, hey, this is what's wrong. That's nothing else. Yeah. So it's so hard. But
it is. And we have nowhere to put it. And I'm highly allergic to cats, and it's just, yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm just like, all right. And then yesterday I go back to work and I have to find where my youth ended up because they had taken him to the hospital and he was too dangerous to come back home. And I had to figure out where he was so I could go find him. And then when I went and found him and started talking to him, he got mad at me and he's like, fine, I'm calling 911. So he called the cops on me. And the only thing I had said is he's like, get me my stuff from the house. And I said, I have your stuff at the house. And when you settle in for the evening where you're going to like live now, I will bring your stuff, but I don't want to bring all of your stuff because there's nowhere to put it where you're at right now. We're sitting in this office room. So I'm not going to bring all your stuff here only to have to take all your stuff in 2 hours to a different location. Like we
Yeah.
have your stuff, it's safe, like nobody's going to touch it. It's your stuff. We're not keeping it from you. And he's like, "Yes, you are. I'm not leaving this office until I keep it until you get it for me." And then he's like, "I know my rights. I'm calling 911." So then the cops show up. Like I've never had the cops call on me before.
Wow.
So then the cops show up and they're like, "Well, what's the trouble?" It's like, "I'll let him tell you. He's the one that called you. It's his right to call the cops. I'm not going to tell him not to." And so through an interpreter, he's telling them. So then the cop looks at me and I was like, he can have his stuff. We're just waiting for him to get transported to where he's going to be staying. And then he can have all his stuff. And the cop looked at him and is like, and I was like, "And we're his guardians. He's 16 and we're his guardians. And so we're responsible for all of his stuff. And we don't hold any of their IDs or anything. They have all of that stuff." And it was in his room and he wanted his wallet. And we're like, "We're going to get you your wallet. Like, it's fine. You're going to get this stuff." Um, and the cop looked at him and is like, "They're your guardians. They're going to get you your stuff. Like, calm down." The kid's like, "What? I called you. You're supposed to make her do stuff."
Right.
Oh my gosh. So then he decides, "Well, I am not leaving this hallway until I get my stuff." So he literally sat in the hallway for 8 hours.
Good
8
grief.
hours in
Rebecca
this
wants to know how old is
office
this
building.
kid?
He just sat in this hallway, and we had a youth specialist sit with him. So then I'm finishing up work last night and I'm driving home, and as I'm driving home, I almost got in a car wreck because I'm like, "What? Is that my client walking down the
Oh
street?"
no.
So I pull over and I like message the place that he was at because it's one of our residential places. And I was like, "Did I just see my client walking down the street on the street, which is like half a mile from my house?" I didn't say that part. And they're like, "Oh yeah, he decided just to take off." But somebody else is following him because that's protocol. Well, it was true because my client's like 6 foot and there was somebody following him that was like 5'2" or something. And he was booking it. He was like running to keep after my client. I was like, "Oh, that's the guy I saw running after."
Oh my God.
Oh, I was like, "I don't know these people. This is not my client."
Act natural, Jen.
It's like, and then I'm like, "Okay, I'm the boss. This is my client, but I'm not on call, and I've been with this client 24/7 for the past 5 days. I need a break." And they're like, "Jen, we've got this. You can go home. On call is dealing with it." It's like, okay.
Oh my God.
So then I get home and I'm just like, we ended up splurging and getting Chipotle and crumble because Lydia had a long day, my husband had a long day, I had a long day, and then Jude's just walking around like, "Oh, this is the greatest thing since sliced bread." Like he was fine.
He was
He did.
unaffected.
So that was kind of how things have been going. I mean, that was just the tip of the iceberg, but
All that
all
happened
the
on Friday?
huh?
All that happened yesterday?
Thursday was when
Dog and cat.
the dog and cat and my client went crazy. Like,
Oh, that was the same day.
and then Friday was the day that he called the police on me
So he was drunk.
and Zoe was drugged. And we thought maybe she was sick.
Okay, something's in the air in Michigan, y'all. If you guys are planning on taking a trip to Michigan, just know something's going on there.
So I was like, all right, I was doing okay till about 7:30, right? I had posted the live. We were going to have the live. And then 7:30 hit and I was like having a panic attack. I can't, I'm exhausted. I can't think straight. How am I going to be like nice? How, like, I had nothing left. I was on fumes of the fumes, like pouring water into the gas tank to try to get it to kind of act like gas. Like I was done. And so we're going to talk about self-care more in May with hashtag I am enough. But I was like, I can't do it. And I knew
Jennifer,
you guys
that
would
day had
understand.
enough. She has had enough that day. That's what. She was enough that day. Yeah, but no,
Yes, Crumble does make everything better.
Can you tell us how old that kid was, or is that too much info?
He's 16.
16. He's 6 foot. Oh my gosh, that's a big kid.
Mm-hmm.
He called the cops on you.
Yes, the cops were called on me for being nice.
He is taking my stuff. What was in that wallet? That's what I want to know.
Well, he wants
Where
to.
Where
He
was
wants to go to Chicago because he thinks the courts in Chicago will give him freedom. And we're like, you can have freedom here in Michigan. They're the same laws. You're not locked up. It's just you have to wait a certain amount of time to get certain things. You just have to wait for paperwork to go through and different things like that. And so he's just like, nope. So yes, Robin, it was an interesting week.
He needed the day off, ladies and gents. And that is fine. But that's okay. It goes with our theme, get your weird on. And that all sounds very weird and bizarre. And so
weird on. Yeah.
Fitting.
He is extremely angry. You're right, Rebecca. He is extremely angry. And he's got a lot. I'm not going to go. He's got a lot of reason to be angry. And my heart breaks for him. My heart really does break for him. And so I'm not upset at him at all. It's just I didn't have anything left in my tank. And so in order for me to be there on Monday and be there for him, I needed a moment.
So how's Zoe doing now?
She no longer is limping. She's eating. She's drinking. She's still moving around slow. So it's like she's still sore, like you would be if you had the flu, or like achy. So
did the cat's like teeth penetrate her skin at all?
Well, that's what we don't know, because we think her claw scraped, because she's got a really big scrape above her left eye and under her left eye, which is one of the areas the cat did. But then there's a hole, and we can't tell if it's from the claw or from her mouth. But yeah.
I would think the hole was tight. I don't know.
Another thing is one of the other, it's not my client, but I oversee. We get this random but this message that goes, oh, and by the way, this other youth just brought in a custom-made football cake. And he says he grabbed it off a table because it was a donation table. He stole this cake. This kid stole a cake, and it says, happy birthday, Sam. His name's not Sam. And there's a big sticker on the top that says donation, but it was a donation for Sam's birthday.
Oh my God. That's crazy.
He just walks into the building. He's like, look, I got a cake. And his birthday's in December. I'm like, it's not your birthday, bro.
That's donation, though. That means, like, if you need it, take it. And he thought...
He's like, well, it was a donation, so it's not like I stole it from anybody. I was like, no, it was donated to Sam, not donated to you.
Did you make him take back the cake?
I wasn't in the house. I mean, we didn't know until half the boys in the youth home had cut it up and started eating.
Poor Sam.
And he's not going to tell us. I mean, this other kid is just as in need as my kid.
So you're working with a lot of juveniles lately. Is that a new thing?
Well, my position is I'm the clinical director over 4 residential homes, a
So that's
long-term foster care, and 2
both.
community programs.
Okay, okay.
But one of the residential homes is on campus, literally 100 yards from my office. And so, and that home is really struggling right now. And because it's on campus, I tend to be called over and walk over there.
Mm-hmm.
So,
are the homes like just for youth?
yeah. One is a girls' youth home, and 2 of them are boys. And then one is called semi-independent living, which is where, and it's a boys' youth home where they go after the residential. So
what happens when they turn 18 if they were like, they just get sent off into the world?
No, so basically, because I work with the refugee population, and these are unaccompanied minor programs. So if someone comes across the border and they don't have their guardian with them, the government has 72 hours to get them to a safe location. So the first location they go to is called a shelter, and I'm over one of the shelters. The shelter then works to find a family sponsor in the United States. It could be their mom and dad, their uncle, brother, sister. There's like 4 different categories. 95% of the youth connect with a sponsor. The other 5% are truly do not have a guardian of some sort in the country, and so they go into a residential home, aka long-term foster care, but it's in a, so they could either go into a home like mine where it's like in my family, they stay in a room, like it's actually like foster care in a home. That's our community program. Or they go into an actual residential home. And so like the one on campus we have has 15 youth boys in it. Once they turn 17 and a half, they are eligible to move into either semi-independent living or independent living. And that is still a home that our organization covers, but they really are on their own. Like they get a stipend from the government. And in that stipend, instead of having to pay $800 for rent or $1,000 for rent, they only have to pay $200 to live in that home. And then the rest of the money, they can get jobs, they can get car, they can, they have insurance, but then they have that small stipend they can use for food and stuff like that. And then that $200 covers them shelter. And then they're still connected with our mental health services, our case management services, and some extra support if they need it. And then they can move out of that home if they want. Like if they're, 18 and whatever, they can move out, but usually it's too expensive. Like if you're 18 and you don't have a job, you can't really afford $1,500 a month. So a lot of times that independent living and semi-independent living helps so they can get a job, start saving some money, pay lower rent, and then they can move out on their own.
Isn't that crazy that like the average rent nowadays is $1,500?
Yeah.
Like Maddox is looking around for apartments too, because he was like, he's going off to college and he was, do I live on college or do I find a place? And so he was looking at like it's Southern Missouri State. I forget what it's called, the college, but he was looking for apartments around there. And yeah, the average rent was like $1,100-1,200. And like that's crazy. When it was just me and Zach by ourselves, we paid $500 in rent. That was it. That's insane.
Yep. So this is a way that they when they're 17 and a half to 18, they can still be independent. They can come and go as they please. They're not locked in there. They can get a car, they can have a job, they can, all of that. But that allows them that little extra ability to start saving their money. Now, do they save their money? That's a different story.
Probably.
And they can't live there forever. Like, we rotate them out. Like, I think the longest they can live there is a year. So
that's crazy.
Anyway,
that's why you get roommates. Roommates are hard. I've never had one. I mean, I have a husband. It's kind of the same thing, I guess, but
it's the same.
It's basically the same thing. But he like says nice things to me sometimes. He makes me laugh at least. I don't know. It's all weird. So once they 18 and move out, do you ever do they, I don't know, you just throw them, I don't know, check in with them or anything?
No, we really don't. I mean, we're not really supposed to. Oh. They can come back and say hi.
Oh.
All right. How do you feel about looking at some of these fabulous things?
I'm ready.
So this is from Creative Craft Addictions. This was week 4, the final week, the final countdown. All right. So here is Amy. Amy.
Beautiful.
Beautiful. Okay, come on, mouse. All right, I'm going to have to go through each one of these. Here's Lisa. Are we in week 3? I didn't think we were week 3. Is this week? Oh, this is week 3. Let me find final week. There we go. Week 4. So sorry, guys. All right, and then we're going to go to all comments. Okay, this is Rosalind's. Oh, it turned out so cute.
That is adorable.
Good job. I just got my first Stitch painting. So excited.
Beautiful.
This is Kayleen pushing through the flowers. You're doing wonderful, Kayleen.
Oh, I bet that's confetti heavy too.
I love it. It's beautiful. I love all the pink. The pink. This is Momo's.
I think this one's so cute.
Cookie. Beautiful. He's eating himself some crumble.
That turned out really well.
Spunky Red. This was hilarious.
That's fabulous. I love that. Kerwin and I are going on a cruise next year, and I bet that's going to be what we look like. If I lose enough weight, maybe, How cute.
Muttnut's got hers done. Look at all of that. It's like a spring shoom mushroom.
Spring shoom.
Here is Linda's. Linda, this is adorable. DAC Kitten Bedtime Stories. Absolutely great. Nancy. Whoop, whoop. Nancy, this is beautiful. I love these smaller ones.
Cute.
I mean, it's not small, but
yeah.
Here's Anne's. Adorable.
Ding dong.
That's one of their newer artists, right? That they took on.
Oh my gosh, it's Jeremiah Kettner. It's
Nico.
Woot, woot.
Woot, woot. Here's Robin's. Yes, this is so fun. She's like, I'm just a sweet woman. Just a sweet woman. Don't bother me.
Oh my God. That took a dark turn.
Here's Williams. Yay! Yeah, see, that's what the sweet woman looks like inside.
Oh my gosh. Jennifer.
That's me. Here's Amy's, her peacock. Look at that.
Hey, wait a second. I got to tell you something about the peacock. It kind of looks like Myrtle's cousin.
Oh, yes.
See the resemblance?
I do.
Now we know.
It's all about the neck.
Yeah.
All right, here is Teresa's. Oh, I gotta wait. I can't wait to see this finished.
Oh,
She's
cute.
like, look at peeking through. Matt did this panel. It came out fabulous, Matt. What are you gonna do with it? Do you have a place to put it? You're just gonna store it away. Here's Margaret. She's like, oh yeah, we got this selfie thing going on. Look how young this girl is, and she's got her own phone.
And her fish lip. It's adorable. The dog is making a normal pose, and she's like fish lips all day.
Here's Billy's.
How'd you get that
He's
picture?
the cutest, weird, and loving this cow. He is. It's like, I got class. I got class.
I like that one.
Oh, here's Daj. This one's adorable.
That's the inner grandma.
Yeah, there you go. Look at that knife too. Like, I've got this sweet candy over here before I slash your throat. Looky over here.
Come to
And
my car.
these down here are all smiling, and these back here are like, we know the truth.
We know what's real. Yup. That's exactly what that is.
Oh, here, this is, there we go. There we go. That's my next hot tub.
I don't know yet. The panels are kind of an issue storing. Well, that's why you just gotta find somewhere you just gotta hang them up somewhere. Maybe.
Yeah, Dawn, Nightmare Before Christmas. Yeah, just hang them. Just hang them like randomly on the side of your house. I don't know.
You can even put them outside. I'm sure they'll be fine. I don't know. Don't.
Michelle's doing ours. Whoop, whoop. Michelle, look at that.
That's beautiful. I love your matching papers.
I know. I don't have my papers on because I went all over the place at the end. I tend to start row by row, and then I go rogue, and I go down the sides, and then I go across the bottom, and then I end up in the middle.
Yeah, that's the first time that I've done that, to go like rogue, as you say, to do like a bird at a time, and it keeps me more entertained. I think. I don't know. I like it.
Look at this.
She almost got to my face. Berta, I hope you still post your updates because I'm ready for my face. I'm ready to see it.
Yes. All of you still post updates, even if there's not like an actual, like that's what our Facebook page is all about. All right. I like this. Kat was working on Jem. For those of us born in the 80s, Jem was a rock star. She and her girls. With the big pink hair.
Beautiful.
She was like a Barbie, not Barbie.
Ooh, what is this? What am I looking at?
It looks dog-like here. I don't know.
Okay. That's wonderfully weird, though.
It says, didn't really get to post a starting photo since I just found this event last weekend, but thought I would share. We love this, Christine. This is great.
I'm kind of curious what it's called, but I love the colors. I just don't know what I'm
kind of, I don't know. For me, I see this as like a dog's nose right here.
I do see the animal.
There's like some dog ears.
What's on the back there?
But then I also see like, okay, is this like a bottle and not a dog? Like,
it's a top hat. No, I don't know what it is. I don't know. But it's beautiful. I like the colors. I like the splatter look of it.
It says down here, Caribbean. I can't read that other word. Here, let's see if we can.
Caribbean something?
Caribbean Ohm. H-O-H-M.
Home? I don't know. Zoom back out. I'll reverse image search it all day.
Here's the one you like too, Melinda. Remember the old man in the hills? He's the sweet lady's date.
That's right. That's very fitting.
Jenny hasn't gotten very far because it's confetti crazy, but it's coming along.
Yeah.
Coming along, singing a song, side by side.
Jen has a song for everything tonight, ladies and gents.
I do. See, this is what happens when I'm exhausted. I just break out in song.
This is her whole life.
Universal Sign for Love by Bella Art.
Beautiful.
Beautiful.
You
I've been waiting for Courtney's. Courtney, I love this.
Ah, that's cute.
This is the cousin of the classy cow we saw a few slides before.
It is called Caribbean Ohm. It's a DAC painting by Bizarre.
Here's Rich. Here's Rich's. Look.
Oh my God. Look, he's reading the papers. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. That's awesome.
Oh, here. Dip in Time gave us look for a sign and you will find one. Swirling neon liquid, bubble, flow, and transform into the vibration of the universe before your eyes.
That is zero help. I feel no closer to knowing what like. I feel
I think it's just not supposed to be anything.
You know what? And that some artists are like that. I think that we're gonna spend too much time trying to figure out what it is, but I think it's a blob. I think somebody did some paint pouring and it looks beautiful. That's all that matters. We'll move on.
Here's that Kermie and Piggy.
I love that. That one's cute.
Here's Rhonda's. Oh yeah.
Oh, is she finished? Oh no, I see the plastic.
No, she's still getting there.
That's
She's
so
halfway
cute.
and loving the colors. Well, I love it too, Rhonda. You are doing amazing. It's called Snicker Break by Stacy Deal.
Snickerbeak.
It's like, I'm here and loving life.
Cruella de Vil. I'm just kidding. I don't know who it is.
Oh, here we go. Get your
Cruella.
She's like, I'm ready. I'm ready for anything.
Yeah, she's ready to take on the world for
Beautiful, Carol. You did a great job. Ooh, Lisa.
Like she's eating the moon.
It is. It's called Moon Eater.
I knew I was making fun of you because then I showed whips on my channel and I said the same thing. It looks like this woman's eating the moon. Oh, isn't that what Jen said? And then, yeah, it was. I did the exact same thing. It was so funny. This one's really beautiful.
I love the colors. This has like my favorite color palette, the gold and the aquas.
Yeah, the glow right on her face, like the moon is giving this like illuminate light. I like that a lot. I think it's cute.
All right, I am going to refresh.
Oh, good, because my surprise is in there.
Uh-oh. That's week 3. Here's week 4.
Oh,
Your
gosh,
surprise.
Maybe I didn't put it on the right one. Watch, that would be my luck.
Just have to keep going.
Just keep scrolling. Just keep scrolling.
Well, it's not.
Great.
Did you put it in here? Here, let's do newest. Maybe it's just in the group.
I put it on week 3.
Did you?
Yeah.
All right. We'll go to week 3. We'll do newest. Oh, this must be where Jess's is. Yep. Jess did hers on week 3. That's okay. No, Grams. I don't know. You are almost done, Jess. Look at that. So cool. This one's called Honey. All right, here's yours. Is this your? It's beautiful.
Thank you. So I tried to watercolor and it was great. And I was like, what better thing to watercolor than a mushroom tree? So, but you know what I learned? You can't watercolor on cardstock paper, guys.
This is Jan. I think Jan put it on the wrong one. That's okay. That's looking good. That's Wednesday.
Beautiful.
Dun, dun,
I feel like snapping in the background. Did you see that tree? It looks like there's a tree snapping.
It's not a tree.
Oh.
That's the hand. I forget his name though.
Thing.
Thing. It's called Thing. Here's Bonnie's. Bonnie, she just posted this hour. So that looks amazing, Bonnie. Look how rich those colors are. These flowers look like true watercolor.
Yeah, it does. Beautiful.
All right. I think that's everything so far.
Everyone's,
Yes,
everyone's yelling at us. We're sorry. We didn't know it was Thing. I'm so sorry. I thought it was a tree. I'm sorry.
All right. Okay, I'm going to stop sharing now. But check those out. Go back and check everything out. Go back to. Okay, so many great canvases. And I plan on doing this in 2026 if I'm still around. So.
What? You better be, as long as the cat's not coming back. You'll be fine.
So be on the lookout for what your Get Your Weird On 2026 is going to be. I know Rhonda had hers picked out last year, so just kind of be on the lookout. I actually really want to get the squirrel from Dreamer.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure if that's what I'm actually going to do, but I really want to get it.
I'll be working on this next year. We'll see. Maybe not. I plan on bringing it to the retreat and be like, look, friends, I need some help, like making some progress on this. Okay, let's band together. It's long enough. Maybe I can get like 4 or 5 people to come help me. Just speed through it.
We just need a table where we put it in the middle and we're like, bring your own bling and put it on here.
Well, it's the background is so much confetti.
Well, do everything but the background and then let us help you with the background.
That's what I'm thinking. Like, look at this big chunk of background. But even this blue spot is like 5 different blues. It's just crazy. There's so much background.
Grams is not liking the confetti.
Yeah, it's rough. It just takes me a long time, the color switches and stuff. And to be honest, I don't have a big space to work. Like this is my little desk here. So I have to keep putting it away.
Let me find the one on Dreamers. I'll show you. If anybody wants to donate, I'll get it faster. But
sorry to my message to Jen and Ashley.
I'm just gonna put a plug in there.
Which one from Dreamers bring to the retreat and work on it together? Are you talking about me, Rhonda? You'll help me with it? That would be awesome. Rhonda's a speedy one. Honestly, Jen's the fastest diamond painter I know. But she commits it. I think she mentally, when she sits down to diamond paint, she commits. Like, I am sitting here until, I'm X far. I don't know. How do you do it, Jen?
I don't know. I just do it.
I just like
this is one I want to do with Rhonda. I think she and I would have fun with this. But I'm not sure if she would get on board with me and do it. But let me share my screen. Present, share screen. Yes, this one.
What?
Yes.
Make it. Can you make
it?
Oh. Okay, that's really, really cute.
I want to do this one so bad.
I like it a lot.
Yes. So I may have to try to auction off some of my old paintings or whatnot so I can grab this one. But I just thought that this would be a fun one.
It kind of looks like you and Rhonda. I like it. If DAC ever releases that turtle and frog image, we better get it in a heartbeat. Yes. I'll sell my kidney. I'll find a way.
We can do that for our Get Your Weird On.
That's cute. It's so us. That had to be one of the first ones I released. It was that one. And it's, it's called Turtle and Frog. That's what it's called. Of course, turtle and frog.
You can be the frog and I'll be the turtle. The cheeks, right, Jess? It's just just cute. All right. So how do you guys feel about winning? Do you guys want to win anything?
Yeah.
As we close out the night, get the screen up for us. So if you participated in our registered, your name is on here. I did do a shuffle. So we did take off the 2 winners. I would want it in square, Rhonda. You should know me. Square. So everyone is on here who has registered. If you are a winner, we are going to ask you to email one of us. I think both of your winners emailed you, right, Crashly?
Yep, they both did. Yep.
So I will be letting the Enablers Outpost and DAC, I will let them know this weekend who the winners were. Tonight, we are giving away a $50 gift card for DAC, and we are giving away a prize for, I apologize if you were here earlier. I did not have time this week to look up what the Leopard Leatherworks is. It's either a gift card or a turned pen, but I don't want to like tell you and box myself in. So I've got to go look it up. But you'll win one of those items from Leopard Leatherworks. If you are a winner, please contact us, not DAC or Leopard Leatherworks, because they tend to get really confused. Why are these people contacting me? Who is this? Who is that? And we have to kind of go backtrack. So they have signed up to be a sponsor. We love them, but we have a system behind the scenes on how to let them know. All right. Are you guys ready? So the first one we'll give away is, let's do Leopard Leatherworks.
Okay.
So are you ready? We're going to
I'm ready.
Drum roll.
Oh gosh.
Roslyn! Congratulations, Roslyn. So I will connect you tomorrow or Monday with Leopard Leatherworks, and you guys can work on what that prize is. But make sure you email me. I know you were in chat tonight, but make sure you email me. Well, we saw your, never mind. I know what you did. So
Right.
you're good because you posted it. Normally we ask the winners to email us their 30 by 40 area, but we saw it tonight. Everyone is a witness. So Roslyn, I will connect you guys. So you're good. You do not have to do anything. You just sit there and be sweet as pie, okay? Yeah. Okay, so let's see. Let's do, this is for the $50 gift card to DAC. Here we go.
No.
Tammy Simon. Congratulations, Tammy. So, Tammy, you have 7 days to email crasswithcrashly@gmail.com or dpaddictionadventures@gmail.com. And you would just say, hey, I saw this video, and here is a photo of the 30 by 40 spot that I worked on and completed during this event. And then I will connect you with DAC. So,
wonderful.
Congratulations.
Tammy, I was going to say, if you want to respin, you can, Jen.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, just kidding. We might have a different winner.
All right. So she is paying it forward, which we're so blessed. So Courtney Kaufman. So Courtney is our winner.
I remember which one you did. You loved it. I forgot what it was.
I did. So Courtney, you did show us. Oh, I'm so sorry. I did not share this. Oh my goodness. Okay, let me share.
Jen has never lied about anything in her entire life, even though she did just have the cops called on her, so we don't know for sure.
I haven't hit any button. This is what happened. This is Courtney's name. See, it's there.
That would be very hard to fake if you tried to resplit it and get that to show back up. But yes, Courtney, yay. She's so cute. She
So
dresses for the wrong holiday.
Courtney Kaufman, you are the winner. And we did see also a 30 by 40 at least finished part of your painting. So you can just sit pretty and we will connect you with DAC. So congratulations and thank you for paying it forward, Tammy. We appreciate that. So I will stop sharing this now because I think we're good.
Yay!
Congratulations. All right. Well, Ashley, before we say goodbye to everybody, is there anything you want to say?
No, keep a lookout on next year's canvases. I love how many people ordered customs this year. It makes it so much fun. Of course, we're always, do something that's weird to you. But this year, I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, but it was the first year with a bunch of actual weird to everyone kind of paintings. And, it's just fun. It's fun to be inspired by weird art. And so, yeah, we'll see you next year for sure.
Absolutely. Yeah, I can message you, Rebecca, or I'm online. You can message me too. So, all right. Well, everyone, we had so much fun. I will be introducing hashtag Rain to Rainbows in the next couple of days. We will be starting April 1st for that. And then May will be the hashtag I Am Enough 2025. And then we're going to go into June with Rebecca and I doing one of her wonderful paintings. So we love you all. Thank you so much. And so have a great night. Bye-bye.
Bye.